So welcome. This is an exciting day. It's an exciting day not only for our promotees and their families, but it's also an exciting day for the Concord Police Department because it's rare that we're going to have so many people getting promoted at the same time, and to have what I refer to as a vertical slice of the department that's represented here today, from police sergeant all the way up to police major. It's rare. So most of you probably don't know this, and that is that as soon as 5 years from now, almost every one of my current command staff members, with the exception of a couple, won't be here in 5 years. Hopefully it's because we've retired through that lengthy career process, and we hopefully will deserve it, but myself included, we're going to be gone. And so that means that there's going to be many opportunities for advancement and into mid and upper level leadership positions. And in fact, one of the objectives in our strategic plan is actually referred to as preparing tomorrow's leaders today. Why? And that's because the 5-year clock is ticking, and each month that goes by, that clock seems to be ticking louder and louder and louder. Significant investments have been made and will continue to be made in terms of leadership development and preparing the Concord Police Department for the challenges in the future and for providing future service to the citizens that we serve. So when I look at who's getting promoted, what I see is the next generation of police leaders in the Concord Police Department. All right? 5 years from now, John Parker, Sergeant John Parker, soon to be Lieutenant John Parker, may be a captain, he may be a major. Any one of these sergeants that are getting promoted today, 5 years from now, you may be a lieutenant, you may be a captain. All right? And so it's incredibly important for the newest members of my management team to use the limited time that they have wisely. How you spend the next 5 years matters. The extent to which you challenge yourself and grow and develop matters. I understand that not everybody is a huge fan of the way in which I move my chess pieces around the chessboard, which is to say how often I might transfer somebody from one assignment to another and basically putting them in an unfamiliar and uncomfortable assignment. But providing you with opportunities to grow and learn and develop by pushing you outside of your comfort zones is an evidence-based way to prepare you all for future leadership. But don't take my word for it. Why? Because we can use the sergeant's promotional process as an example. A significant, if not majority, of the outcome of that sergeant's process is actually outside of my control. Why? Because we have an external citizen panel that evaluates their performance. We have an external law enforcement panel comprised of police leaders of higher rank than sergeant who've done your job before and have a frame of reference to go off of. They evaluate your performance. All right? And so if you look at the results of that process, because we have the top 5 candidates that are sitting here in the front of the room, Julia, Center City, Jason, Traffic, Caleb, Street Crimes Unit, Chris, extensive career in forensics and crime scene, and now at the airport, and Matt, CID. All right? So it's not a coincidence that the top 5 people from this candidate process have either been pushed outside of their comfort zone or they decided on their own to dive headfirst into it. It's not a coincidence at all. So John Parker, soon to be Lieutenant Parker, is another example of being pushed into the deep end of the pool. So a couple of years ago, John was told that he's going to be assigned to the Vice Unit. It wasn't on your radar. You didn't ask for it. He didn't want it. But he ended up taking the assignment with an open mind to learn, to grow, and to develop. Okay? He didn't go into that assignment kicking and screaming like some might do from time to time. And in those 2 years, he ended up learning, he ended up developing, and it's my position that he's not sitting here as the current IACP's 40 under 40 Leadership Award winner, if not for that assignment. It's my belief that he's probably not sitting in that chair if not for jumping into that deep end of the pool and excelling. So let that serve as a little bit of a taste and a flavor of the method to my madness and why I do the things that I do. So again, how each of you spend the next 5 years matters. Continue to grow, continue to develop, continue to challenge yourselves because this department and the community it serves, all right, is going to need you. So congratulations, best of luck in the next chapter of your careers. I have the utmost confidence that you're going to do just fine in your next assignments. Are there going to be bumps in the road? Absolutely, and you're going to get through those bumps in the road and you're going to learn because of them. Lastly, I want to extend a thanks to the family members of the people that are being promoted here, okay? I can tell you from experience that I've been through a few of these promotional processes in my career. I am still going through therapy because of a few of those, but I'm okay, I'll get through it. But what I can tell you is that I recognize the sacrifices that you pay, the cost that you pay because your loved one is actually spending a whole lot of time studying, and they're preparing for what? They're preparing to someday be able to sit in one of these chairs and be recognized for their accomplishments and to be promoted to a position of higher authority, to have greater influence over the direction that this department goes in. So I don't think that they'd be sitting here had it not been for your love, had it not been for your support, and had it not been for you caring about not only your loved ones, but caring about this community and caring about the Concord Police Department. So with that, I would like to turn it over to some of our internal introductions, starting with Major Keith Urey, just so you can put a name with a face. You've probably heard the names, maybe not have seen them. So with that, we'll go to some of my command staff members.
Hi, I'm Keith Urey. I'm the administration major in the department, 25 years. Like I said, being in administration, I had the privilege to help put together the sergeant's process and work with your family members here in the last couple, it's been 2 months, 3 months now, so I'm proud of all of you guys.
Hi, my name is Robert Ledwell. I am the major of the Patrol Bureau. I am on my 27th year of law enforcement. I've been in the city of Concord for 24. Wore a brown uniform for about 2.5, 3 years before I came over here. Again, proud of all these guys. Most of the sergeants will be coming to the Patrol Bureau. Look forward to having them. Congratulations to every one of them. We're proud of them.
I'm John Tierney. I'm currently the captain over Adam District. I've been serving the city of Concord since August of '96. And again, these guys all deserve to be where they're at, and we appreciate them putting in for the position and look forward to working with them.
I'm Patrick Tierney. I'm the captain of Baker District. I've been with the city since March of '99, so I'm working on 24 years of service. And I've got at least one person over there that's being promoted that's going to work on in my district, and I'm looking forward to joining the team.
Jeremy Backley, I'm the captain of Special Operations Division. I've been with the city for going on 25 years. I came from Adam District, and I had the pleasure of working with several of those folks sitting in that front row. It's a good bunch of guys.
Lance Brooks, I'm with the Concord Police Department for 17 years. I'm the lieutenant starting Monday under support services. Congratulations, everyone. You worked hard and deserve it. Can't wait to work with you guys.
Cindy McGee, I'm the lieutenant over professional standards starting Monday, and I've been here 17 years, and congratulations to everybody.
I'm Bill Dush, Mayor of Concord. I just want to say this is one of the best, greatest events each time we have a promotion or bring on new officers. When I look around and I see how many years of service we have and see everybody being promoted from within, it is a great honor to be here today. On behalf of City Council and myself, thank you for all you're doing. And as I go around the community, I see you guys everywhere, and I just love the smiling faces I see all the time. So with that said, let's go ahead and start our swearing in.
Before we administer the oath of office for the rank of sergeant, I want to introduce you to our 5 new sergeants that will be swearing in today. Jason Collins. Jason Daniel Collins began his career with the Concord Police Department in September of 2014. During this time at the police department, Jason has served as a patrol officer, a master police officer, field training officer, and as a member of the public safety or our traffic unit and a member of the DWI task force. Jason received the Distinguished Service Award, Excellence in Police Services Award, and Master Certificate Award. In 2021, Jason was the recipient of the Diane H. Burton Community Service Award from Stanley Community College. Additionally, Jason received the Traffic Enforcement and Investigation Certificate from the North Carolina Justice Academy. And currently, Jason is one of the department's certified drug recognition experts, or DREs, an instructor in standardized field sobriety test, or SFST, and completed the traffic crash reconstruction curriculum through the North Carolina Justice Academy. Our next swearee is Julia Suarez. Julia Pasolini Suarez began her career with the Concord Police Department in August of 2015. Julia has worked as a patrol officer in Baker District and currently is assigned to Center City as the downtown officer and our court liaison. In July of 2021, Julia was awarded Officer of the Month for her efforts as a PT instructor and assisting a BLET student with meeting the state physical training requirements necessary for his graduation. Julia is an active bystandership in law enforcement or ABLE instructor, a member of the crisis negotiations team, and a specialized physical fitness instructor and a field training officer. Caleb Garrow. Caleb began his career with the Concord Police Department in August of 2015. Caleb served as a patrol officer in David District for approximately 3 years before moving to Adam District, where he was promoted to the rank of Master Police Officer. In May of 2020, Caleb joined the Street Crimes Unit, where he received the Excellent in Police Service Award, and in 2021, he received the Officer of the Year Award for his efforts in fighting catalytic converter thefts throughout the city. Caleb prides himself in having developed meaningful and effective relationships within the community and the department while leading his unit in various types of investigations. This has led Caleb to an overall development of and passion to help others, other department members to fulfill their department mission and create a desirable workplace and community to reside in. Additionally, Caleb is a certified instructor in de-escalation, force-on-force, and is an instructor for the IPEMBA Bicycle Patrol Program. Chris Gorman. Christopher Bradley Gorman began his career with the Concord Police Department in August of 2009. During his 13 years of service with the department, Chris has been assigned to the Patrol Division, Forensic Services Unit, and the airport. Chris was promoted to Master Police Officer in 2015 and has been a recipient of the department's Distinguished Service Award as well as Co-worker of the Month. Chris has obtained the North Carolina Advanced Law Enforcement Certification and is one of 17 certified crime scene analysts in North Carolina that's presented by the International Association for Identification, which I can attest is no simple task. And last but certainly not least, our favorite, Matt Jamison. Matt Jamison was born in Concord but raised in Kannapolis, which we do not hold against him. Matt received his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from UNCC prior to starting his career with the Concord Police Department in February of 2016. While serving with Concord PD, Matt has worked assignments in the Patrol Bureau and criminal investigations. Matt was named Officer of the Month for the department in 2019 and received the Excellent in Police Services Award in 2021. Matt has served on the department's DWI task force and played a key role in the creation of the department's Human Trafficking and Child Sex Crimes Task Force. All right. Mayor?
Thank you very much. If you would, hold the Bible in your left hand, raise your right hand, and repeat after me, stating your name as in order. I
Jason Collins,
Julia Suarez.
Caleb Garrow, Christopher Gorman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state,
that I will be alert and diligent to enforce the criminal laws of this state,
that I will not be influenced in any manner
that I will not be influenced in any manner
or account of personal bias or prejudice,
or account for personal bias or prejudice,
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United States
constitutional laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
constitutional laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and execute the duties of my office as police sergeant
and execute the duties of my
according to the best of my skills, ability, and judgments.
According to the best of my skills, abilities, and judgments.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Now we will proceed with the pinning of the badges. Doing the honor of pinning the badge for Sergeant Jason Collins will be his wife, Miss Nikki Collins.
Here today is my wife, Nikki, my two sons, Brantley and Brixton, and my mom, Carol.
Having the honor of pinning the badge for Sergeant Julia Suarez is her fiancee, Miss Karen Bostic.
How much time we have? This is my fiance Karen, my mother-in-law Lori, Chip and Minnie, Grammy and Poppy, Marina, Connie, Yvonne, someone. My first sergeant from Salisbury, Adam Bauck. My dad from Florida today and his wife. Stephanie, who's like my second mom. What am I missing? And all the way from Brazil is my brother, my grandmother, and my mom. And then I missed a whole world. I got Mo, Karen, Casey, and Jen.
Chief just whispered to me, it probably would have been easier just to say who was not here from Sergeant Suarez. For Sergeant Caleb Garrow, pinning his badge will be his wife, Miss Taylor Garrow.
I'd like to thank, obviously, my beautiful wife, my two beautiful daughters, my dad, and my mother and father-in-law.
And for anyone that does not know, if you saw the video that was presented at the Concord Police Foundation, I was Caleb's body double in that video. We'll just move on from there. It's a true story. Sergeant Chris Gorman will be pinned, his badge will be pinned on by his Heather wife and his son, Mr. Oliver.
It's amazing what they can do with CGI. We're gonna try. That was a noble pass.
Today I've got my beautiful wife Heather, my little boy Oliver, and my mom and my dad and my niece.
And finally, pinning the badge on Sergeant Matt Jamison is his wife, Miss Allison Jamison. Obviously, we left the sexiest of the promotees to be last, Mr. Jameson. Folks, one more time, let's give these guys a round of applause. And for the administration of the rank of lieutenant, introduce to you Sergeant John Parker. John Parker was raised in both Uhoskie and Charlotte, North Carolina. I practiced pronouncing that about 3 or 4 times before we did this. John began his career with the Concord Police Department in August of 2004 as a patrol officer. Through the years, John has worked as a field training officer, a master police officer, until he was promoted to sergeant in February of 2017. As sergeant, John supervised patrol teams in Baker and Charlie patrol districts before being assigned to the Vice Narcotics Unit. During his tenure in the Vice Narcotics Unit, John and his team were successful in dismantling a drug trafficking organization operating within the city, as well as conducting several operations leading to the arrest of 59 individuals while seizing over $1 million in cash, drugs, and firearms. John received his master's degree in performance improvement from Graham University in November of 2020, and as Chief Gasick mentioned earlier, was the 2020 recipient of the International Association of Chiefs of Police 40 Under 40 Leadership Award this past September. Is that he works on his moped skills. And those of you that know. Having the honor of pinning his lieutenant's badge on Lieutenant Parker, it will be his dad, Mr. Joey Parker.
All right, here with me is my father, Joey, my mom, Ruth, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, one of my pastors, and one of my church members.
Next is the promotion to the rank of captain. Captain Larry Hubbard began his career as a patrol officer with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department in June 1994, serving the community for over 3 years. He was awarded the Medal of Merit for entering a structure fire to rescue a disabled, bedridden homeowner. Captain Hubbard's employment with the City of Concord began in September 1998, where he worked on patrol as an officer and served as a field training officer. As an original member of the department's SWAT team in 2002, he served on the entry team and the sniper team. He served as a sniper team leader and as the team commander. On October 1st, 2021, he completed over 19 years with SWAT. He was assigned to the Public Safety Unit in 2003, where he was active in several community programs to educate inexperienced teen drivers about the risk of aggressive and impaired driving. In 2014, he was promoted to the rank of sergeant. As a sergeant, he served in Baker District, planning and logistics and Charlie District. In July 2019, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant and served as a watch commander in the Patrol Bureau. In July of 2020, he was assigned to Professional Standards Division in the Administration Bureau. Captain Hubbard continues to serve as a volunteer on the department's Use of Force Committee, Commendations Committee, and in the department's Firearms Program. Captain Hubbard is the recipient of the department's Officer of the Year Award, Medal of Meritorious Conduct, Life Saving Award, Excellence in Police Services, and the Chief Superior Leadership Award. Captain Hubbard holds an associate degree in criminal justice and correctional services from Central Piedmont Community College and possesses his intermediate and advanced law enforcement certificates from the state of North Carolina. He has been an instructor of BLET at various community colleges since 2003.
I, Larry Hubbard,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will be alert and vigilant
that I will be alert and vigilant
to enforce the criminal laws of the state,
to enforce the criminal laws of this state,
and that I will not be influenced in any manner
and I will not be influenced in any manner
or account of personal bias or prejudice,
or account of any personal bias or prejudice,
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and execute the duties of my office as police captain
and execute the duties of my office as police captain
according to the best of my skills and abilities
according to the best of my skills and ability
and judgments.
and judgments.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Miss Jennifer Hubbard, his wife, will be pinning the badge today.
Today is, this is my wife Jennifer. Back I have my family, my dad, my mom, my son who is a fireman at Concord, my daughter. I got my wonderful in-laws who are amazing, and I got a lot of my blue family here too. Thank you all. I appreciate everyone.
For our promotion to major, we have Major Todd McGee. Major McGee was raised in Concord, North Carolina. Major McGee began his career with the City of Concord in August 1997, formerly working in Communications Department from 1997 to 2000 and the Fire Department in 2000 to 2001. Major McGee now oversees the Operations Bureau with 21 years of law enforcement experience to the Police Department. As an officer, Major McGee worked in patrol, criminal investigations, vice narcotics, special victims unit, and the Special Investigations Unit. Major McGee achieved the rank of sergeant in 2008 and supervised in both patrol and support services. Major McGee was promoted to the rank of captain in April 2016. He was the commander of both Baker District and the Special Operations Division. Major McGee holds an advanced law enforcement certificate from North Carolina Criminal Justice Education and Training Standards and is a general law enforcement instructor. He's a two-time recipient of the Chief Superior Leadership Award. Major McGee lives in Cabarrus County and in his spare time enjoys competitive crappie fishing and golfing with his son, Kellen.
Well, he talked about enjoyment.
I, Todd McGee,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I'll be alert and vigilant
that I will be alert and vigilant
to enforce the criminal laws of the state,
to enforce the criminal laws of the state,
that I will not be influenced in any manner
that I will not be influenced in any manner
or account of personal bias or prejudice,
or account of personal bias or prejudice,
that I will support and maintain the Constitution
that I will support and maintain the Constitution
and laws of the United States,
and laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina not inconsistent therewith.
of North Carolina, not inconsistent therewith.
And I will faithfully and impartially discharge
And I will faithfully and impartially discharge
and execute the duties of my office as a police major,
and execute the duties of my office as a police major
according to the best of my skills, abilities, and judgments.
according to the best of my skills, abilities, and judgment.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And pinning the badge on today is Major McGee's son, Mr. Kellen McGee.
Here today with me is my son Kellen, my mother and her husband Joe, my mother-in-law Becky, my sister Rhiannon, my brother-in-law David, my niece and nephew Colby and Lauren, and I'll introduce my wife this time since she didn't introduce me last time. Cindy McGee's down there on the end.
Thank you all for attending today's ceremony and for showing your support to all of these fine promotees. As a reminder, photos are going to be taken as soon as we conclude in just a moment. As soon as that's over with, they will all be moving over to the reception at the police department. So when you exit the door, just go across the connector, and we'll see you shortly at the reception. Thank you all for coming.